Well, as luck would have it, storm come through the other day, caught my pop-up tent up, my pop-up shelter, but the wind didn't blow it away. The one side of it filled up with water, and the water got so heavy it tore it down. It broke these pieces that part of the expansion, and ain't much way to repair them, but broke those, and then bent several of them, which bent it around, and there's no this daggone metal so thin you can't weld it to do any good. I got to studying about it, and did a little bit of engineering. Made this out of a piece of 1/2 inch EMT tubing, it's thin wall electrical tubing, conduit. This one I made in a vise, just mashing it down. And if we look at it, let me get it up here, you can see, or maybe you can, it's got a twist in it. That's where I slid it through the vise. Well, did a little more thinking on it, and made up these out of the EMT tubing that using my hydraulic press. I'll show you in a few minutes what I did to do it, but having a big old time trying to hold stuff up here. But if you compare it to the pieces that was on it, they are just, might be a little bit of difference in it, but it's close enough that they'll work. And I just got to drill holes in them and shoot a little paint on them. And it also bent up 2 of the legs on it. But, this leg here, you can see the bend in it. I'm going to take it off in a minute or two. Take me a piece of steel, go up inside of it and knock it back out. But this one here, it broke the metal and bent it in. It's just a little bit too far gone. This stuff's so thin, you can't do any welding on it to speak of. But made me a trip to Tractor Supply and found this piece of tubing. Stock tubing they have. It's aluminum, but it's the same size as the piece that was on it. The only difference is, if you look at it, the walls are thicker. So, it's the same length and everything, both of them sitting on the ground. And I'm going to drill holes in it and There was a corner bracket here that was welded on to this, and all I'm going to do is drill it and put 2 screws in it to hold it on. We'll be back with you shortly. Okay, I got this post mostly straightened out. We're going to let it go like this. If I have any trouble with it, I know where to get the metal to make another one. Use that piece of steel right there in the vise, and use that to straighten it out most of the way. Right here is the rig I used to flatten that EMT. First off, I used these 2 thicker pieces of metal and flattened the EMT down to this stage right there, just laying it in there, and then put this big piece of steel over top of it, pressed it down. Then I used these 2 thinner pieces, and that brought it down to this thickness here, and that's almost the same as the rods that are in that daggone cover. And I got a parts list for it, went on the internet and looked it up. They want $35 for 2 of those rods, 36 inches long. So that's why I've been working on trying to do something different with it. Be back with you shortly. Okay, right here is how I've been drilling my slats out for this year pop-up shelter. Take one of the old slats that's broke, put it on here. Just go to it and drill these holes out. What I did, take vice strip and clamp the old one to the new one. Camera adjusted. Okay, that gives us holes in it. I have to do a little wallering on them, but other than that, that's how I've been making my side pieces. This is the last one I've got to drill. We'll be back with you shortly. Okay, after several days worth of work, I have finally got the thing back together. Just gotta throw the top back on it. If it's working like it's supposed to, I will talk at you later. Okay, there we are, all folded up. like it's supposed to. And now we'll get ready to put it up. Be back with you shortly. Okay, got the tent set up now. And got it sitting where I want it over the front end of this Mustang. And we're going to have to go into the Mustang and do some major work. But right up there are the slats I replaced in it. And everything's working just like it's supposed to. So anyhow, we'll be back with you after a while.